Well, hello there. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tiffany Rashawn. I am the head Imagineering of Imagiread, and this is Imagireading today. I am so. Just as I clicked play, the sun came out, and it just so happens to be directly in front of me. What a gift. I'm here at one of my absolute favorite parks in the city. Those of you who live here probably know exactly where I am. Can't you hear all of the nature happening around me? Where can you get that? Early morning. And I'm here because I'm excited I want it to be one of my favorite places outside of a bookstore or a library. It's out in the open, out in nature. I want it to be in one of my favorite places to actually record today's episode. So we're in the final stages. We're wrapping up Children in History. And we're segueing really smoothly into our women's feature. I'm going to keep that a surprise if you haven't already taken a look at it. And we're doing the last bit that is so fitting. I mean, when I say fitting without a doubt. From another really good friend, phenomenal storyteller and writer, Pamela M. Tuck. And so today's feature is As Fast as Words Can Fly by Pamela M. Tuck and Eric Velasquez. This is same thing. I run out of words. In a time where there is fake news, fabricated information, and it's being regurgitated constantly, this book will never get old. Never. Let me look at the copyright. It says this is published by Lee & Low, one of the largest. I did an excerpt on ethical publishing. If you're looking for places to start really building your home library, you need to support the publishing houses, that are being ethical in their endeavors. Published by Lee & Low. Looking for 2013. This book is 4 years old. It's still so relative. It's going to be relative 20 years from now. And it will be because you'll own a copy and you'll be able to pass it down to your children. So let me go ahead and get started because I can say so much about this book, but I won't. I'll let you figure it out. And so she's won several awards for this book. And rightfully so, because here we have the tale of 14-year-old young Mason Steele, who has a gift, and that gift is set to change the world, to change the way the world receives information. And so again, these are the children that we need to lead us into a greater space and time where we have a balanced society, where the social constructs are healthy and thriving. These are the children. And what better to have our children read about these children? Why is it overlapping our women's feature? It was written by a woman. A very wise woman. If you don't know who Pamela Tuck is, seriously, you guys, you have got. Google her. She's a phenomenal storyteller. I'm going to try to share some pictures of her and her family because I just love her and her family. I'm going to try to share some pictures of her and her family when the video is over. But as usual, I'm going to go ahead and read the first two. Maybe I'll give you three. No, if I give you three will be too much. We're going to read the first 2 pages, and then we're gonna wrap it up. I'm going to leave you all your goodies as usual, but and this author's note in the back is just so priceless, you guys. You have to get this book. All right, here goes. As fast as words can fly. Trouble was brewing in Greenfield, North Carolina. By 5 o'clock, 14-year-old Mason Steele was rushing to finish his schoolwork. Pa would be home from his meeting soon, bringing a new problem. New problems meant more work for Mason. He didn't mind though, because helping Pa's civil rights group made Mason feel real important. Did y'all hear that? So I'm right off of the medical center, and the helicopter is constantly, the medical helicopter is constantly flying overhead. So, should I read that again? Trouble was brewing in Greenville, North Carolina. By 5 o'clock, 14-year-old Mason Steele was rushing to finish his schoolwork. Pa would be home from his meeting soon, bringing a new problem. New problems meant more work for Mason. He didn't mind it. Helping Pa's civil rights group made Mason feel real important. The screen door banged shut. "Where's Mason?" Pa asked as he scanned the kitchen. "Well, it's the boy's doing his lesson," Ma sighed. "I need him to write another letter for me." "Mason." "Yes, sir?" Mason called. He hurried into the room with paper and pencil. Don't forget to take a look at the author's note in the back of the book. Here's one that I didn't say this prior. Imagiread is also a bookseller, a book reseller. I started to launch the mobile Kitlit book fair year before last, at the end of the year before last, and I did, and it's progressed tremendously. It's done exactly what I wanted it to do. I wanted to sell books, but I wanted to do something a little bit deeper, and that's what's happened here lately. But this is a book that I actually have for sale. So I'm going to give you a couple different ways to buy it. You can buy it from me. You can buy it directly from Pam. You can buy it from Amazon. Just buy it. Just buy it. If you can't buy it and you're not in a place to buy it, I totally understand. Demand it at your local library. They should have it already, but demand it. Okay? Again, I'm going to give you all your goodies, and I have an incredible family activity on this one, so take a look at that at the supplement at the very bottom. Happy Women's History Month. What a wonderful Black History Month we had. Let's keep the vibe going. History is, in fact, an investigation. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderfully imaginative day.